Hi, this is Bruja. Welcome back. And we have some very, very special guests. They're past guests of yours here on the Nod.
Yeah.
And it's Urban Waste. And we've got Dave.
Yeah.
And if you guys can introduce yourselves one by one and tell me what you play, starting ladies first.
Hi, I'm Nondi, bass player.
Hi, I'm Stooley, play the drums.
Yeah.
What up, everybody? I'm Josh Waste. I'm the singer.
Josh.
What's going on? I'm Johnny, guitarist of the band, and great to be here.
Yeah.
Hi.
Thank you.
The OG.
Thank you so much for doing this, being interviewees with us again. It was so fun having you last time.
Yeah.
And we didn't have Johnny last time. Johnny had to split early, so
I had
it's
a nice
really
pack
cool
on
to
my
have
head.
now.
Yeah.
I was on the couch. I was Johnny on the couch that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
So how
It didn't seem like it.
So how are you guys holding up through all of this?
Stir crazy.
Crazy.
Who do you want to answer first? I mean, we can all probably give you something to do.
You can just go. We can start with you, Johnny.
All right. Well, in my whole life, I've never seen lines at the supermarket. I've never seen people scurrying for paper goods, and I've never seen a scared society like we're living in today.
No.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
That's it.
How about you, Namdi? How are you?
And
I'm doing good.
Now, Nunley's the only one that isn't in New York. Nunley, where you at?
I'm in Connecticut right now.
And how are things in Connecticut?
Good. Quiet, you know. But
No
she's
panic?
loud enough for everyone. She's kind of
Huh?
She's a little low, but I can hear her.
I can hear too.
There's something in the news that's big or not that apparently like other bordering states around New York are actually trying to stop people from fleeing New York. I don't know how much.
Yeah, that's what I heard. New Jersey
Florida
too.
doesn't want us. Florida is turning away New York plates, and so is Rhode Island, I think.
Yeah.
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 It's
But our governor said he's going to sue 'em.
Guys, listen, if people start attacking each other and biting each other, that's when the real chaos begins.
That's when
Yeah.
the conflict starts.
Yeah.
I don't know.
what a scared society it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how has this been like, I mean, this sounds kind of dumb, but how has this been affecting you guys' daily lives? I mean, you guys got to stay home, we know that, but you guys like kind of work and stuff like that?
I mean, we're still working on like new stuff. We actually started writing new songs, which is a good thing because we were starting to get a little tired of Josh going like, "This is a new song," and it's like, yeah, it's the same song you've been hearing for a while.
Wow. Thanks, buddy.
I'm gonna tell it like it is, man.
You
But,
guys want to hear something from our new? Maybe you can hear it over my speakers. Maybe I can play it for you.
I mean, as of right now, luckily we had one show that we were supposed to do with Murphy's Law for St. Patty's Day, and that got squashed because of
Yeah.
the quarantine.
We have a makeup date, June 21st on that one.
Nice.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
My birthday
Where
party.
is it at, Johnny?
We're keeping our fingers crossed we can actually play it, though.
Yeah.
Where is it at, Johnny?
Battery Electric.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's
Yeah.
like
Cool.
what is it?
It's a nice
It's like
spot.
2 blocks away from where CBGB's used to be, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice spot.
You played it. We played it before with Scream.
Played with Scream. We played with Mob, Agnostic Front. Those are some really good shows when we go over there.
Yes, they are.
Very cool. Very cool.
So this
So you guys are dealing with this, especially you, Johnny. You guys are doing some really.
Dave, you're breaking up a lot.
Yeah, you're breaking up on us, Dave.
yeah.
Okay, you can take up the next question.
Okay.
I'm moving, skip it out. I'm in their spot in my house.
So Is that being on lockdown, is this inspiring you guys to do any writing?
Yeah.
Bring out your creative side? Yeah?
We already have the EP for what's going on now. We wrote it over the past 4 or 5 years,
Yeah.
and we're about to release it. It'll be out. We're working on having it out this year. As crazy as things have been, we still want to get a release out there.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's appropriately entitled Home, Josh.
Scared Society.
What is it? Scared Society? Oh.
Scared Society.
So
It's going to be a 9-song EP, and we're going to probably put that on 7-inch, 33 to 30.
Oh, cool.
Listening to that hopefully by
The goals.
The goals.
Look forward to hearing that. Yeah, it's like this is kind of a sucky situation that everybody's in, but
yeah, how are you guys doing out there though? What's going on the West Coast?
I'm in the Bay Area now, so it's pretty mellow up here. The neighboring county of where I live was where we had the first cases in California, and they have the highest casualty, the highest numbers, let's say. But it's kind of mellow. I mean, I work in the medical field, and it's not normal, but it's not like, we don't have it anywhere near as bad as you guys have it in New York. So,
In New York, if you're not an essential worker, you have to be off the streets pretty much. You know, unless you're going to get groceries, even the laundromats are closed.
yeah, we've been on lockdown here in the Bay Area. This upcoming week is going to be a month that we've been on lockdown.
It's been 2 weeks since the official lockdown in New York.
Yeah.
And even when they say with the numbers of like 6 billion going on for unemployment, I am very grateful because just like at the start of the year, I was at unemployment and found a new job, so I didn't have to make a new claim. And the job that I have now put me on furlough, so I still am good to get my benefits, but like I'm one of the few lucky ones that is at the moment right now getting, I guess, if you want to call it some kind of compensation from the government in this trying time. But
Yeah.
shit, I haven't had a day off in years. Probably the last time I came out and saw you guys was the last time I actually had vacation time off on a job. And I've been busting
Still
my
trying
ass
to earn time so you
every
can come
year.
back out there.
Seriously. But it's, I mean, like we were talking before, there's half the population here that really care and are kind of sticking it out and doing what they're doing at home. And the other half, people are pushing the limits.
Hey, I still got to go out and work, man.
They're still going on the trails. They're, you know, it is a madhouse. But I mean, you know, it's gonna get better. It's just got to take a little bit more time and people actually thinking more conscious about it. You know.
Yeah, when this thing has to level. I mean, when this thing peaks, that's what I think that the issue is. When this thing peaks, that's when we can start kind of relatively getting back to normal. But as of right now, I don't even see it close to peaking yet, because every day I'm in Arizona.
Well, Dave, you're still kind of breaking up on my end, buddy.
I can understand that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm kind of trying to read up, not so much about it because it's just going to drive me insane sitting in my house looking at the same thing on the news. But even when all the tests are finally done, like that'll probably, what, is that going to be after they thought of maybe the peak? Even when it starts dying down and everything, they still got to try to figure out what, I guess, getting the vaccine out, trying to
Well, just think all the tests.
With 18 months till they have a vaccine that actually does anything to this virus. So, you know, it's going to be seasonal, they said, too. It'll be back in the fall, so we might get to have some fun in the summer. Otherwise, you know, they'll cancel everything.
All I know.
I haven't heard a sports report in a while.
All I know is
No,
none of us are going to come out of this the same, you know. We're all going to be changed. It's all going to affect us or change us in some way or another.
I think we should have introduced ourselves. I think we should have introduced ourselves as a quarantined waste instead of urban waste, and temporarily. You know what I mean?
Hey, urban waste. Urban waste.
Or urban quarantine.
I've just been sitting here playing video games and playing records all day. That's all I've been doing.
Yeah.
Hey, enjoy it, man.
My question is, my question is, how do you mosh pit with social distancing?
How do we what?
How do you have a circle pit? How do you slam dance with social distancing? That's gonna
Oh
be
no,
fun.
you just do the hardcore windmill. That's social distancing right there.
You're right. That keeps some people. That keeps a lot of people awake, including me.
You look awesome doing that, Diana.
Start doing the flying kicks, the round flying kicks, and then the windmill. That's proper social distancing dancing right there.
Exactly, exactly.
That's some. I'm ready to throw down shit.
Now, the reason why we're doing this is because, we're trying to, like, get out to the people that we're all going through this together. And shit, even your favorite bands are going through this stuff. So we definitely wanted to see how you guys are holding up, man.
Yeah.
Well, we are Urban Waste, and so are each and every one of them.
We like to be saying "fuck you," but when it's something like something that's affecting everyone, it's kind of like we gotta kind of like take half of what we're hearing and try to just look out for each other.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know the whole thing of what's going on with this,
No.
where it's going to lead, but we can we can continue being in a continuity or unity, just by doing shit like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
On an art, like an odd,
I'm looking at you guys when I'm talking to, and everyone out there in the world.
Yeah.
even on an odd dark side, especially all the people that like our musicians that are on the road all the freaking time, they're going on tours and everything back and forth. A part of me feels that this is kind of like a pretty good like ease for them. Like you're being forced to not be able to play, which sucks, but you're home and you get to be with those people you don't get to see all the time. Granted, it's during this time, but you get to see them. I mean, shit, I've actually been able to go and see my parents every single day, which has been a great thing. Like I've said, I've been working, every single day, and finally when I get laid off, I had 2 weeks off. It sucks, but like I'm grateful I get to see my parents and hang out with them for a bit. I was playing Trivial Pursuit with them the other day. Like,
oh, that's
just
cool.
really old school like bullshit crap, But I mean, it sucks, and I see like some little bit of good in it, but I mean I can understand people are starting to get antsy. You want to see a show. People are doing viral shows now. You guys are doing this, which is great. Once again, like
we got a nice setup here.
We all got the resources. People reach out. They talk to each other. I've seen people put up, like I said, like either live shows or putting out new music just during this stuff. So
yeah,
I mean, probably jam on
you guys
here.
who are in it 24/7, like you guys are still doing it, living it, breathing it.
And imagine dealing with this thing without the internet. If this was like say 20, 30 years ago, that would be fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Like it would be telephone, but imagine like 100 years ago when that.
I think people would go even more insane. We truly lose our minds if it was 30 or 40 years ago and this was happening. No connection whatsoever. Absolutely. People would probably become musical connoisseurs because all they'd have is no choice but to sit at home and listen to the music and just watch TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, I mean, like I said, 100 years ago there was like a flu that wiped out, populations. And it was the Spanish flu, and it's like that really wiped out the population really, really bad. So imagine
Black Plague. Don't forget the Black Plague that took 150 million.
That was what 100.
That was a third of the population of Europe.
Yep.
Something like that.
Something like that. That's what I was looking up. It's like, how many is this going to take? Is it like maybe a 0.5% so far?
Yeah.
Yep. That's why everyone stay the fuck home.
Exactly.
Yeah, stay the fuck home, listen to music. Right now, who's really making the money? The online video game community. They're really killing it and making money because they know people are playing either PlayStation, computers, Xbox, Nintendo, whatever, man.
Yeah.
They're just killing it right now with their games. It's like you just take the opportunity just to sit at home and relax. It's like people really don't get this opportunity like this, whether you're with all the people who aren't sick and who are okay. Like Stooley said, you know, people get to be at home with their families. It's a rare opportunity, unfortunately, through unfortunate circumstances, but just take this as a blessing.
I've never had the opportunity to watch so much Pornhub in my life. That's
Right? You know, that's good. It's like, you know, right now there's someone like, you know, reaping that benefit, but meanwhile there's also someone that had the big pie of disgrace thrown in their face because they lost their job, they lost their business.
As hard as it is, though, I mean, as hard as that is, though, man, I mean, money right now should not be the issue. The issue should be staying healthy. Because this thing sounds like fucking just a nightmare to have.
Even healthcare, it's so focused on that COVID-19 that, you know, what about the other patients? They're being like, you know, pushed aside. You know, sorry, you need a kidney transplant or a liver transplant.
Yeah.
Did you guys happen to see on the news when the Navy vessel came into port in Manhattan?
I didn't see what happened.
I forget the name of it, but there was a Navy port that was like it's almost like a medical ship for the Navy.
Yeah, Mercy.
Came in, and it was and it's supposed to house like a 1,000 extra patients, people to get checked. There's over 1,000 people waiting at the docks, all congealed in a nice little like coop, waiting just to watch this thing dock. Not like able to go in yet, but it was just like, come on, like wait for it to dock and then go out. You know, like I don't know, like. I mean, just to point this out, since this whole time has happened, I bought a 6-pack of toilet paper 2 weeks ago. I'm on the 3rd roll, and I'm fine. I didn't buy any toilet paper throughout this entire thing. I know it sounds ridiculous, but the 2 times I've gone to the supermarket, I've successfully gone once a week for the 2 weeks. Each time the aisle is just cleared. There is no toilet paper. There's
it's hilarious.
It's amazing.
My parents found toilet paper. Rachel's parents found toilet paper at Home Depot. Was that what?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, my parents.
That's awesome, Johnny.
Just remember, I got mine.
Badass, dude.
I got mine too still.
Rest in peace, Kenny Waste.
Yo, so what's up, Non-Lee? You're sitting there. You haven't said a word in a minute. What up, Non-Lee?
She just left the room. I think
she left the room. She might be grabbing her Kenny candle.
They're playing. Check this band out. They're playing with the Waste Crew Fest 2020. If we don't get canceled.
If we don't get canceled, that's right.
Oh, cool.
Substance.
That's Stooley's other band.
Yeah, I gotta.
They don't even know that.
My band. My band.
Oh, really?
There's I play in a bunch of bands. There's a surf rock band I was playing at one point. There was like a
remember that
band called Boogie Brains at one point I was in.
Every band has been phenomenal that he's in. Let me just tell you, as someone who's been watching him play, he can talk all the shit he wants. He can fucking make fun of me all he wants. But I've been watching this motherfucker since I was like a teenager, and every band that he's in is just always top notch. Whether it's ska, you know, punk rock, hardcore, whatever. You know, Stooley is a top notch musician and.
Nice.
Adds a lot of great elements to the band.
It's definitely a trip to see yourself on an Urban Waste flyer and then be in the band later. I will say that.
True.
Nami, you have a side band as well, right?
Nali.
No. Yes.
Yes. Hello. Too, Non-Lee, right?
What?
Another band. What other bands are you in? What other bands you playing with, Non-Lee?
Okay. I started my new band called Throwing Stars.
Nice. Throwing Stars.
Oh, cool.
Throwing Stars. I like it.
Throwing Stars. Nice.
Nice.
Ninja.
Is that an all-female band?
No, that's my another band called High Team Boogie.
That's right.
Yeah. That's the other one.
It's like, you know, on hiatus, but still we're gonna do reunion when we can, you know.
Killer.
Nice. I look forward to hearing about that.
Yeah, playing something, definitely.
Yeah.
Josh, what other bands are you in, Josh?
Well, since I was I don't know 19, I've been in, yeah, none. I joined Urban Ways when I was 19. That's the only band. That's the first and only band I've ever been in.
There ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Telling somebody the only band is isn't a bad thing, no, man. Shit.
That's a good gig to have.
That's a damn good gig to have. So
I usually still surprise people when they ask me that question. They're like, "Oh, so you were in any other bands before Urban Ways? Like you had to have been in other bands?" And I'm like, "Nope, Urban Ways is my first band." And they just go, "What? That's so fucking weird." But it's like, yeah.
You were supposed to be in another band, though, right? Were you supposed to be in another band?
Well, no, I mean, I wanted to start another band with my girlfriend Rachel, but she's actually, Diana, doing an all-female hardcore band in Long Island.
Oh, nice.
They've already written like a few songs, like 3 or 4 songs. They got like a demo, and they're gonna record it at the Wasteland Studio where Johnny is.
Oh, cool.
what are they called?
They are called Bitch Switch. All right, Rachel, would you?
Bitch switch.
Bitch
The
Switch.
review of
It's
the.
gonna be blistering.
You're on live on the West Coast.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, guys.
At the Wasteland Studio. See, Johnny, you got the logo. Johnny got the logo and everything all set up.
Do you have a studio there where you're at, Johnny?
Yeah, I have a personal, little home recording studio. I can do, pretty much anything digital. So, and I record all our practices. I record for friends, and I'm practicing. So, I want to do it for like whoever wants to record something. If anyone wanted to come over to Wasteland Studio, record whatever.
Yeah,
I'm here for them.
that's awesome. That's really
Like a David
not
Fields.
not as like official studio where I'm like getting paid or anything yet.
Cheers, Dooley. This one's for you, bud.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So
Here's everybody. Waste Crew.
Where's Groove?
So
Check.
Johnny,
so when,
What?
oh, there you go. So when this thing passes, do you guys have plans to come out west again?
We're having a hard time hearing you, Dave.
Well, we actually had plans to come out there this year again. We were gonna try to do a little mini stint with Verbal Abuse. Actually,
Nice.
I tried setting something up with our
very cool.
friend Shane saw something, but the virus and trying to have time between our work schedule and our personal lives, it was a little difficult because we also were going to Sweden as well to do a tour with GBH, which is still a go until pretty much GBH says that they can't play. But this virus is just pretty much making things, as everyone's been saying, pretty complicated.
Oh yeah.
The first
When
half
were
of
you
their
guys supposed to go with them?
In September.
When were you supposed to
I
go
think it was
to
like September 9th to the 16th.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's gonna
We were
be
gonna be
fun.
with them for like we were supposed to do like a month or I think we were supposed to do like a month or 2 with them, but like we couldn't like do a lot of that with our schedules and everything with taking time off. I'm gonna be starting a new job too, or have one by the end of the year, and I know Stooley will as well. So it's hard to we were able to manage to work out a week with them, which is great.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, they're
We're in Stockholm,
But we'll have other days.
Karlstad, and Malmo.
They can. You want to tell them?
Julie.
yeah, there's a lot of here we
Come
go.
closer. I want.
I got my interview props. Okay, oh yeah, here we go. Here's my
Those are badass. Those are badass.
Oh my God.
Those are best. Oh shit! Look at that, man.
nice.
Yeah, the attitude hat.
I got it. Our
got it
friend
right
made us
from
an
them.
Urban Waste beanie. I could put on an Urban Waste beanie right here. See?
Nice.
Sick.
One of a kind.
That's cool.
Sick. Sick.
I wish I could figure out how to
Dave.
turn this thing around.
Dave,
Oh, wait a
Aaron
minute. What's
Pacheco?
on we got? Oh, she's got a what? Murphy? Is that hat?
Murphy's Law hat. Yeah.
Oh,
Is
I
that
love
what
it.
it is? Oh, that is all right. That's good.
Yes, Johnny.
What's
What's
Aaron's
that
band that
thing
made
over
the
there?
skateboard?
What'd you say?
What's Aaron's band? You know Aaron Pacheco? You heard of Aaron?
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
I think he's from Colorado.
Colorado. You see
I
the
remember he lived in
skateboard in the
Colorado.
back? He custom made that for us.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
He's not the only one. I got some custom-made Urban Waste skateboards too.
Cool.
I got nothing.
That's like
for
so much
Josh and
respect,
Johnny
you know.
Keep
It's
It
like,
All.
That's cool.
you know,
What did you say, Stooley? What are you hating on?
this alone
So
is
me
worth
and
putting
Nunley
that
got
7-inch
none
out
of
in
it. Josh
82.
and Johnny Keep It All.
Yeah.
Such a Johnny Keep It.
I hoarded this shit.
Are fucked.
It's all
You
good.
are
I buy Johnny's records that I find in his garage with mold on them. I go like, hey, what's this doing here? He's like, oh, I don't know.
Oh, you
This
wanna
guy
see
has-
one? You wanna-
This guy
you wanna
has
get
two
mad at me,
copies.
Dave?
2 copies of the Necros 7-inch, green and white label, and they're
Wow.
together in one moldy. I just can't talk about it. Hey, wait, I have his.
I
have his
can't even talk
I
about
have
it.
his
he said.
SSD record I bought off him. Oh, hold on. Let me just find this real quick.
You broke my heart.
While he's gone for a minute, I even have these bad boys. One of a kind, custom-made Urban Waste Vans.
Nice.
It even has a New York Hardcore logo on it.
That's awesome.
Thanks to Lady
All right.
Waste.
I got this signed, so that's all that matters.
Damn,
Wow,
that's
nice.
pretty vintage right there, though.
That's pretty, yeah, that's pretty
like
fucking,
77 Ramones record just signed.
that's pretty badass.
I can't find the other one, but here's the front's good, right? Front's good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, Johnny, what happened there?
Wah,
No
wah.
bueno, no bueno.
If you do notice the blue and the red, if you know your records, you know what record got stuck to it.
Yeah.
The Adolescents. It's the Adolescents blue
yeah.
album.
Yeah.
Dooley's
Yeah.
talking from personal experience, you know?
There's a story, and actually, he's lucky to even be having that. Otherwise, it would have been thrown out in the garbage with a lot of my other shit on a move. You know, and the story of Queen's move, we didn't get all the shit in time, and they threw that shit out in the street. And I was living upstate in Catskills, and the stuff that I did bring upstate made it through the years of me moving around. So, you lucky to even have that.
Wow. While we're on the subject of swag, if anyone wants to buy any of your stuff, can they buy it from?
Yeah,
Puke and
Johnny,
Vomit
tell them
Records
that.
has some of our stuff. You know, Nat, Puke and Vomit.
Okay.
Puke and Vomit Records has our stuff, and Mad at the World Records, I believe you can get that stuff off eBay, or if you want a 12-inch.
Yeah.
And you could always send us a message, personal message, if you want a shirt. We can try to get a shirt to you, you know, or a record. We have some of the 82 12 inches, and we pretty much, you know, don't have a merch line, but we, you know, DIY it with a few other people around, you know.
Awesome.
That's
That's
what we're
great.
seeing.
That's great. And then you guys are on Bandcamp too, right? If anyone wants to.
Yeah, Bandcamp, a lot of the
Reverb
we're on,
Nation.
iTunes.
Yeah.
Spotify.
Do people still use Reverb Nation?
Yeah, Reverb Nation. I think people will still use that.
Maybe.
I didn't think anyone used that. So.
I still use YouTube. I just go to YouTube and it's like, did someone post the album? They did. I'm just gonna listen to this. Like, I don't know. I don't use Spotify or any of those, but I can't say for Reverb Nation. I don't think I've ever seen it on it though.
No, Reverb Nation.
There might be
Reverb
some stuff. I
Nation
might
has
put
a-
something
is
up
one of
there
those-
for Urban Waste, but nothing major. Just a few songs.
Reverb Nation is one of those rare websites that has the 1981 demos, like which is like Mutiny and Military Abuse, with the actual first singer for
Is that where
Urban
they
Waste,
are?
Billy Phillips. Yeah,
Oh, really? I didn't
Wow,
know.
what a trip. I didn't know that.
that's why I still tell people to go to that so they can listen to those, because I love that. There's only
Billy Phillips.
two that you hear.
Still love you, brother.
Yeah,
That's the original singer. You know, we
the
formed a
first
band
singer
with,
for Urban
Billy
Yeah.
and Freddie, who are both not on the EP, who later got replaced by Andy and Kenny.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah.
What a
History.
trip.
You know, so they were.
Andy Apathy was in Reagan Youth and then joined Urban Waste.
yeah.
Yeah, so something happened to Reagan Youth, and all of a sudden we were out of a bass player, and Andy wasn't in a band, and we approached him, and he was like, "Fuck yeah!" It was like wild times began when he came.
Nice.
Nice.
Sick.
Nice. Very
That's
nice.
fucking sick. Very sick.
Johnny has a whole plethora of stories that he could tell. Either there's the early 80s, or he has a brief moment in the early 2000s, and then he has the late 2000s, and then he has like the current era, which is great. Like there's like, I think there's like, he has like a folder with flyers and pictures and such from like all these different time periods of the band, which I think is awesome. One day he's gonna do something great with all that.
I mean, that could be like, that could probably be like a interview or whatever in itself. Stories with Johnny.
Yes.
No
Story. Look at that folder. There's vintage 80s mold on that.
Oh shit.
I think the next record is in there.
1982, John, circa of Urban Waste. This is as much as we got done back from 81 to 84.
Wow.
It's all in here.
Oh, what a trip.
That's
That's
All
pretty
flyers,
badass.
pretty much our test pressing, our 7-inch, a whole bunch of write-ups. I do have a good photo collection now, too.
I think Stewie and I
That's pretty
literally nitpick that every practice. We'll just be
That's
sitting there
not
at that folder, just picking out flyers and stuff like, oh man, Johnny, you need this one? How much for this flyer, Johnny? How much for this record?
Is there a double? I need them. I need them both.
He'll have 14 copies of them, but he'll be like, no, I'm not giving those away. Sorry.
Is
Stewie and I just look at each other like, huh?
People want sleeves. They want to know if I have any Urban Waste sleeves, even Major Conflict. You know, I play in the Major
They want to
Conflict.
know Major Conflict sleeves.
And I have a few that I want to get like reproduced, but I'm really not giving those away until I get that done.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But,
understandable.
I have one. I have
that was another great band I played with.
What?
I
Major
believe I have one of
Conflict
those.
played with GBH back in '83 at the
Major.
Rock Hotel on Jane Street.
Yeah, Stewie, that's what I'm talking about.
Badass.
Very cool.
Johnny's
Johnny-
other claim to fame.
Johnny, what's the story? Because I remember when I kind of first started playing, I saw that you had that stack of records there, and I was like, dude, this 7-inch is great. It's just like, well, there's no sleeves, and like, you told me something about Dancy throwing them in the street or something after a show. Like,
You
I
know
can't
the
remember.
story. You can remember it.
I don't want to shove words in your mouth. You know, you lived it. You know, so I guess
Yeah, he was,
apparently Dancy after a show, John Dancy, the original drummer of Urban Waste, and also played Major Conflict with him. I guess there was an argument or something. He got pissed off after a show. He threw him in the street, and I guess Johnny picked up half of them, or more than half of them, and had him sitting in a box. And then
No, he got
bring
mad
me-
because there weren't enough covers printed for as many records as we had printed up.
Oh.
Oh shit.
So
Gotcha.
he took his 250, his share, or 200, I think, threw him in the street. And he told me this after I got home. I don't know. I think I was doing Messenger in the city at the time. And when I got home, you know, he told me about it. And I says, "Well, where the fuck are they?" He says, "They're out in the garbage. They're in the fucking garbage pail outside." I went running out. They were still there. They were like about 50 or 60 of them got all scratched up, broken. But I
Oh,
salvaged
shit.
them.
Wow, man.
It took
That's fucked up.
like a month for him to calm down, and he finally, like, you know.
Diana, that's a whole other set of
That was
interviews right
stupid.
there. Johnny and
Yeah,
John
no
Dancy.
shit.
I said stories with Johnny, man. I could probably do that
Yeah, no shit.
for a
There was
week. A week.
days.
For days.
there was a stack that you had, and like since there was no sleeves, we were like, can we just sell them? I was like, yeah, sure, we could get rid of them. So like I think the places we went, Cincinnati, I think we might have brought some out to California, but some people have that 7-inch without the sleeves,
Yes.
without the insert. And if you have it complete, I've seen it on eBay go for like something ridiculous. Some people pay ridiculous money for 7 inches now.
How did I miss
They
out
have
on
the
that?
smell too, the
I-
1983 smell.
It's like 2 songs, right? Yeah, just not a song and Outgrow, right? Outgrow.
In the intro.
How did I miss out on that when you guys came out last? But
Sometimes we have little things of other New York hardcore bands or some things from our friends that we've had
Yeah.
on the road, and we'll sometimes sell that too if we have like a few extra ones to get the name
Yeah.
out and such. Like Urban Waste is always trying to help out. That's what Waste Crew it really does. I mean,
Yeah.
I know so many people who have done the same, and it's just really a community.
yeah.
I'm just always digging in records. It's just a head trip. I remember Channel 3 came out not too long ago when their new record dropped, and I saw them, and the last time I saw them was like years ago with the Avengers and Kraut, and it was in New
Wow.
Jersey.
I got
And there was I forget the lead singer's name, but he was like, "Hey, Mike." He's like, "I just cleaned out like an old like a U-Haul storage space that he had for like years, and apparently like he forgot about it or like left it alone for years, and like there was like floods and stuff that happened to it, and he just cleared it out before playing these shows, and he found a box of Take My Chances on the 7-inch on Posh Boy." And I was like,
Oh shit!
Oh,
he
yeah,
had a stack of them, and I was like, "Are these represses?" And he was like, "No." And he tells me the story, and I was like, "Oh my god, I need one of these now. Like, thank you."
Oh shit!
I have a pretty cool story about Channel 3. I had my 50th birthday party at Alex's Bar in Long Beach. I don't know if you guys are
Nice.
place.
I heard about it. We didn't play it there though.
Yeah, but anyway, so but the plan of the party is I just hired like a backline set, and I have so many friends that are musicians, and whoever wanted to play could play. And Channel 3 showed up and they played at my birthday party.
That's
And
nice.
they dropped
That's nice.
dropped that new album, and so that was like a tester show for that new album that they just dropped.
I've always loved their stuff. I even have like their Enigma records.
Yeah.
Well, look, hey, wait a minute. Can you guys hear me good here? Am I breaking up?
You're cutting in and out, but I just want to
I
let you
can
know
understand you.
we're at the 2-minute mark before we get cut off. So if there's anything you guys want to add real quick before we wrap this up.
I don't know. Nolly's been pretty quiet. I want to hear some noise on her end.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what's up, Nolly?
Okay, what's most important thing is PMA right now.
Woo!
Yep.
Yes, thank you. So
Yes.
we're now down to the less than a minute. I'm down to do this with you guys again, like in a couple
Absolutely.
You want to do this again in a couple of weeks?
Absolutely.
I'll be right
Definitely.
there.
Let's do it.
Check out our new record that's coming out soon, y'all. It's going to be called Scared Society. Like Johnny said earlier, 9 songs, blistering, old school hardcore. Just, it'll be out sooner than later, and hope everyone is staying safe and healthy during this quarantine and time of crisis and uncertainty.
Yeah. so-
Yeah,
Awesome.
thanks everyone that's supporting. Keep on, keeping it real. And thanks for having us.
all right. Well,
And we are the ways to show each and all you.
all right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I don't want it to cut off before we say bye. So thank you again.
Thanks, Diana.
I think
Thanks,
we're
Dave.
doing this again.
See you later, guys.
Again.
Thank
So-
you guys. Miss you guys. I love you
This
guys.
is Luke.
Miss you too, man.
Love you
Right
guys.
on.
Stay safe. Stay healthy.
Yep. Thank
Right
you.
on. You
All
guys
right.
too.
This is
Take
Ruth
it easy.
checking out. Bye, guys.
Can't we all still technically just chat even though this ends?
We can get back in once